Hello there and good morning. Theresa May could have just broken her Tory party. The Prime Minister looks to be backing a new Flextension plan to keep the UK in the EU for as long as it takes to get the UK out of the EU, if you get my drift. It is reported that the Prime Minister will be writing to the EU Council President, Donald Tusk, for an extension beyond April the 12th that will last until at least the end of the year. But part of this will include an early termination clause. This means that if a deal can be cobbled together in the coming weeks, we can leave earlier than the agreed end date. But this will require the UK to participate in EU parliamentary elections. And if, and I do mean if, the UK does leave the EU, UK MEPs would then be replaced by representatives from the other EU 27 member states. But once we have UK MEPs back in there, the excuses will come thick and fast as to why we should stay there. And massive efforts will be made by certain players to ensure that the Brexit vote is split in any EU elections so as to try and limit the number of UKIP MEPs. It has also emerged that Mrs May will be sending a letter to Jeremy Corbyn about a way ahead that includes offering MPs a vote next week on whether to attach a second EU referendum into any Brexit proposals. So red lines are being crossed and promises broken across the board. We didn't leave the EU on the 29th of March as promised so many times, but Tilbrook legal case pending, remember? We are now going to be involved in EU parliamentary elections. There will be a long extension to Article 50, and once MPs vote it through, as they assuredly will, the UK will follow the time-honoured principle of voting again when an election does not go the way Brussels intends it. And to cap it all, it looks like the Labour Party leader is on the way to becoming the Deputy Prime Minister. I wonder how many more Conservative Party membership cards will face a scissor action today. But it is now time for true patriotic Conservative Party MPs to step up to the mark and give the PM an ultimatum. Out on Friday the 12th of March with no deal, or they resign the whip and vote with Corbyn in a vote of no confidence. But as ever, I suspect for most of them, the party will come before all. But their loyalty to their party may not be enough to save it from ruin. Now, last night, Brexiteer peers in the House of Lords played a blinder and managed to keep the debates on the Yvette Cooper Brexit-breaking bill going despite intense pressure from the overwhelmingly Remainer-biased upper chamber. This means that peers were unable to ram this bill through in a single day, and the rest of the House of Lords process will have to wait until Monday. Many excellent speeches were made by some of our noble lords on the dangers of forcing this bill through in haste. But the majority of our unelected lords just laughed and jeered those concerns off and treated our constitution with utter disdain, while they kept up their push to dismantle this nation. And finally, a big well done to Neil Hamilton, who maintained UKIP's third place in yesterday's West Newport by-election and tripling the UKIP vote in the process, while Labour and Tories saw a drop in support. A good result. Anyway, what do you think? Please leave a comment below and thank you for watching.